it's important that you use the exact same targeting as the people that you're going to sell the t-shirts to. So this would be the exact same targeting as if I was running an ad for a t-shirt. Location United States, age 35 to 55, females, interested in Sooners, Fanatics, and Sooners football. Now, I could have added college graduates, but it's not really a big deal. Now, you can put in up to 6 images, and you should put in 6 different images to see which one gets the engagement. And I'll show you the difference here. Here's a pretty cool looking graphic. 851 pixels wide by 315 tall. And here's both of these I made myself. I just grabbed an image of a football player and put in Sooners. Made it nice and big so it's easy to read. And here's another one that just says Boomer Sooner. And as we can see, we need to look at the click-through rate. This one was 1.8. This one is 4.1. It's a brand new ad, so it's showing 7 cents per page like. That will drop down. It should go down to 3 cents. But if it doesn't, I'm happy at 7 cents. I'm running a $20 a day budget. So that'll add close to 300 fans to my page. And adding 300 to my page, I should be able to sell a couple shirts a day off of always having 300 new and fresh people coming onto the page. Anyway, it's pretty cheap to add 300 a day. By the time a month goes by, you're going to be sitting at 9,000 fans, and that doesn't include the organic. You're probably going to gain about another third, so about 12,000 a month is what you would grow by. And if you post your t-shirt, and I like to post once a day, and I would rotate that. So for example, day 1, I would make a post at 8 a.m. Day 2, I would make the same t-shirt post at lunchtime. Day 3, I would go at 4 in the afternoon. Day 5, I would go at 8 p.m. And day 6, I would go at midnight if I wanted to. I just rotate them so I'm posting every single day but at different times so that I'm catching a different portion of the audience, because most people will be on at the same time in the morning to check, and you don't want to just keep hammering those same people. You want to get it spread out. So posting your t-shirt once per day. Always remember that you should remove the post, the previous one, so when people are scanning through your page, you should actually hide it from the page and then put up your new one. That's the easiest way to get a couple sales a day off of this. All you really need to do is get a couple just so it'll pay for your likes. Now, having a nice big fan page by the time Christmas comes around can be an absolute goldmine. So anyway, any questions about setting up a like campaign before we go in and set up our posts for the year?
I just have a general question, if you or anyone here knows, and it's funny because I was looking online, Ken, for this answer, and you'd think it would be like, I answered all over the place, because I think it's probably the most significant question one can really ask or find out, and that is, if you make a post on a fan page, do the people who are friends, or excuse me, the people that have liked that fan page, right, are fans, right? Yep. When you make a post on that fan page, does that post show up on their news feed?
To a portion of them, yes. It's called edge rank. If you post often and you get lots of engagement, Facebook continues to show the posts. So it's important to put posts on that get engagement, and I'm going to show you what I do. But if you put posts on there and people don't engage with it, the people who end up seeing your post becomes very, very low.
Okay, so they reward you. So it's based on something called edge rank, and that's what's going to determine whether or not you get that audience or not.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at some of the posts that are already on this page. Reach 574 people. This is just organic reach. I've done nothing, no ads on this page to get these likes. Everything that you see, 15 shares, 53 likes. This is all organic. Reach 574. I'm reaching 641. Now we can see that I have 1,653 likes on this page. And let's just go down and check out a few more. Reached 316 people. And once again, you can see not that much engagement on that one. 627 people, 283, 344, 838, 636. So you can see on 1,600 people, every time I make a post, and these were done before I had 1,600. These were all at about 1,000. So maybe about 1/3 of your audience is going to see this, because this only has one share. So this is pretty much just fans of the page. 374 out of 1,000. Once again, a little bit more than 1/3. 309, 593, 386. 1,140, that is good. 272, 3,240. You have to love this one. Look at this Oklahoma dude laugh, and look at look at Oklahoma State. Look at this guy crying. This is too funny.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we've seen that for every team. Actually, the first time I saw it was with the Buckeyes too. This was a Michigan guy crying. Anyway, you can see what kind of reach we get.
Okay, and so that reach, let's say there was 0 shares and you had a decent reach, that means that the edge rank is in your favor and therefore being shown to more of your fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And this is what I like to go by. I like to go by if there was 1 share or 0 shares, that means that all of these likes came from my fans. So it's roughly about 1/3. Some posts are going to have much greater reach just because they're more, you know, you're going to get more likes and everything. But this is the important thing. I'm reaching 386 people every time I make a post. Call it 333 for an average.
Okay. I do have one other question. When somebody's on your page, your fan page, and likes the fan page, pardon me, if they're a fan of your page and they're on your fan page and they like a post, does that post that they like automatically show up on their news feed so that all their friends see it, or no?
I'm not exactly sure there's an algorithm there. But
Yeah, I
if
couldn't find that
somebody goes,
answer.
you
It's funny, I
know,
couldn't find it. I could not find it.
I don't think it's doing it every time, because if somebody went and liked 30 posts, I mean, they'd have 30 things on their feed going out to all of their friends. Their friends would just be swamped. I mean, we wouldn't be able to move in Facebook.
Exactly.
So, not really the most important thing. The most important thing is, what kind of a reach do we have with our own audience? If we can reach 600 prime customers with every post, and we put a t-shirt offer out every day, we're putting it in front of, you know, in between 300 and 600 people consistently. That's pretty good. I mean, that's free. Every single day it's free. So anyway, let's go in and let's get some posts done on this. Let's set this one up for the next year. And I'm going to use Fan Page Blaster. And I am going to, I'm on Fan Page Poster right now. And I'm going to mass import my posts. And I'm going to select my page. And I'm going to publish, not instantly. I normally do that if it's a new page and I want to get like 50 posts on there. I'm not going to schedule it. I'm going to go post per day. And I'm going to go with 6 per day. So it's going to post at midnight, 4 a.m., 8 a.m., lunchtime, 4 p.m. It's going to spread them out 4 hours at a time. Now, mass import, I actually want to bring my images in from a folder. I used a simple scraper to go and get a whole bunch of images. And now I just have to find them. And now, for my description, watch this one. People will, like this one puts in or allows spin tags. You can spin your description, so everyone's going to be different. But how are you going to do a description that works for everyone? Here's my favorite. That makes a little happy face. And as you could see on my page, every one of my posts has no description, just has a little happy face. That's it. Who reads those descriptions anyway? Anyway, let's import these posts. Okay, and here they are. Look at this description. Isn't this awesome? Anyway, here they are. They're all set up. And now I am going to start posting. And here you can see when they're going to make their posts. This one here is going to make the post at 9:41 a.m. 1:41. You'll see exactly what it's doing. Anyway, let's just click on Start Posting. And that's going to take a few minutes for it to load that up. And as soon as it does, we'll go in and I'll show you exactly how we can control this. I normally just do a quick scan of the images that I'm bringing in, and then every once in a while I just make sure that I may be a week ahead, and I'll show you. You just go into your activity log and you can add descriptions and change things if you want, or you can delete the ones that you just don't want people to see. Now you're going to find, or I find that because I use Pinterest, I take a look to see which ones are getting the great engagement. And I can then go and make my own t-shirt based on that. So a lot of times, you know, what I used to do was take out anything that was related to a t-shirt. But I don't have a link on there, so why not throw it in and see if they engage with it? If they do, I'll just copy that shirt and put it up. So this is going to take a minute, so I'll just minimize this. And we'll just scroll down and I'll show you my old happy face description. See the little happy face? Happy face. Happy face. That's all I do. For any of my pages, this is all I do. People are just going to take a look at the image. Nobody's going to read that dumb description up top with your stupid spin text that doesn't really make sense for every image. You got to put in just such random dumb stuff. Anyway, I just leave that out. I just keep it really, really simple. Any questions so far?
You know, I know that you have a scraper. What kind of scraper do you use?
Oh, I just bought one called, what's this one called? I got it off the Warrior Forum. Here it is. It's Image Scraper. And this will scrape off of Facebook or Tumblr or Pinterest. And then all you would do is you would just click here to manage, and let's say that you were going to manage Pinterest. And you can see these are all the URLs that I just took all my images from. And normally what you would do is you would just go into Pinterest. And then you would just do a search for and go here to boards for, say it was Buckeyes. And then you're going to see here's all the boards for Buckeyes. There's a lot of them. And a lot of them have small numbers, but good old Terry Schrader here is 570. And I would just look for the big ones, and they don't go, you know, this one has 46, this one has 570, the 221, that's great. I mean, right there is almost 800. Here's 920, 920, and 3, that's, call that 1200. And, well, 1200, we're good, we're done for the year. We just have to grab those 4 URLs and we've got our content for the year. Although this one looks pretty funny. It's got the little dude peeing. Oh, and look at that. You see, this is the crap that people just, I mean, look at that. That's funny. That is way too funny. I love that.
You got to be a real fan, and you are a real fan, Ken.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Buckeye till I die.
You should get a shirt or hoodie that says that.
I have one. Oh yeah, J.R. Hill sent me one. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of great images in here that people just go crazy over. Like this, Michigan sucks. This is a no blue zone. This is great stuff. Here's a little dude peeing like this is good. You'd probably sell some t-shirts with that. Anyway, so then all you would do is you would just grab the URL here, and then you just go back to your scraper, and you can test the URL just to make sure that it's going to pull up those images. And as you can see, it has pulled up the images. They're all here. They're just ready to go. And then all you do is just add the URL here and click on Add URL. And then once you have enough, then you're ready to start scraping. And it'll just throw them into a folder wherever you've installed this program. And this one was just called Image Scraper. Get tons of images.
So you get all those images, then you upload it up with that fan page blaster, and then you basically schedule them out 3-4 times a day, whatever it is. I believe 4 times a day, and then with your
I went 6.
6 times a day. That's 1,800. Okay, 1,800 images.
No. Well, if you're going for, let's say that you go 6, that's going to be 180 a month, and if you go by 5 months, that's going to be what, 900?
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
Right. So you're putting it in for a year. How many per day do you want?
6.
Okay, so it's about 6 times 365, right?
No, the football season's going to last for 5 months.
Oh, so it totally goes dormant.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know, Randy. How much have you done with the Buckeyes page?
I haven't done anything with it, Ken, in the last, like I told you, we're going to be starting some stuff with it, but we haven't done anything since the last football season. So,
Yeah,
I got a guy posting stuff periodically on it, but
yeah, but you can let your page sit dormant. I've let some of my hockey pages sit dormant, and they come right back to life at the beginning of the year. Just a couple of good posts, and away you go.
oh yeah, I think my page is. I'm just looking at it here a minute ago. I don't know where you find this talking about stuff anymore on this stuff. 10,000. So, normally when football season we get close to, 100, 200,000 talking about it. So we're at 10 right now, which is not bad for just sitting there not doing much. So
Yeah, no, that's good.
Well, no, this is definitely good stuff, and it's really interesting to learn. And Ken, you shared that one program that does automatic posting once you get a fan page up. I mean, I know this is actually doing enough posts for a whole year, so you don't need automatic posting, or you don't need somebody to go ahead and post like a real person. But remember that one program you showed me? I think it was called Social.
Oh, there's a number there. Social Accelerator. The new one that just came out is called Hero Hero Tower. Yeah, it's junk in my opinion. After testing it, it sounded really great, but anyway.
There's a real good one that you were using that I bought with your recommendation. I think it was on your Ohio State page.
Yeah, Social Accelerator is excellent, but apparently it stopped working lately.
Jeez.
But that one would go out and get fresh content every day.
But it would look for the popular posts.
Yeah, but I can eyeball what's popular. And you'll see these posts in a couple minutes. This is going to be done, and I'll show you. The stuff on Pinterest, I mean, they go nuts. If J.R. Hill is a smart man, which he is, he'll be grabbing a bunch of that crap from Pinterest, because they absolutely go crazy over these images. It's crazy.
yeah, I didn't know, Ken, that I could scrape the images off Pinterest like that. That's pretty slick.
It is, and the nice thing is, very few of the images have anything to do with football. It's not like football scenes and people diving through the air. That's not what makes people go crazy.
Right.
It's the funny little joke, comical images that make people laugh. And it's not just that, but there's a lot of accessories, and I find that Like there's Sooner cowboy boots, and you put those on there, and people go, "Oh, that's so awesome!" And if I see there's a lot of engagement, I actually go and try and find that product on Amazon and post it later with my affiliate link. So there's a lot of great things you can do with Pinterest. Their images are very, very different than just going and finding the pictures from the normal Buckeyes fan page, the official page. We'll just have a lot of basically business kind of things. They can't have the one little kid punching the other kid just because he's from Michigan because they have to be politically correct.
Yeah.
So you're going to end up getting a bunch of crap from those pages. But if you go to Pinterest, you're going to get all of these. I mean, people have put their heart and soul into finding these funny images. And do I need to have something that posts fresh every day? No, this is fresh. I rotate stuff through. If I only had enough for 2 months, I'd just repost everything.
Okay.
People are going to forget it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Where do you say you got that off of Warrior Forum, that image scraper, Ken?
Maybe it was, no, JV Zoo, I think.
Okay.
And I can't even remember how I did the search for it. Yeah, if we can find out who it is, I think that I could
I
send
just
you
pasted it. Is that it?
Well, if you pasted it, then it must be it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Good.
Yeah, and it'll even go and get the stuff on Facebook. But like I said, most of the stuff you're going to find on Facebook is just business. You know, if you go to all the official pages, they're going to be too politically correct. Tumblr is weak. Pinterest is awesome. And I think this was, oh yeah, $19. But, you know, I can set up an entire fan page for the whole year without having to do anything. I can set the whole thing up here literally. Well, you see what I did. Like, scraping the images took me 5 minutes. And I just dumped them in here. And you'll see that in Facebook, this is going to be completely scheduled now. And it'll take me through for, well, how far am I going? Till the middle of October.
That fan page blaster comes with a Pinterest scraper.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Save yourself a couple bucks. You know, Dwight has Fan Page Blaster, and it comes with that Pinterest pin grabber or whatever.
Yeah, pin blaster or something.
Yeah, I've just always
I
used.
haven't installed it yet, but it's supposed to do the same thing.
So when this actually does the upload, the scheduling is not handled by this. I mean, it's executed by this program. In other words, this program can be turned off. It's all like uploaded into Facebook, so you can upload like thousands of images into Facebook, and it'll remember them, and it'll put. In other words, it's being in the cloud on Facebook. It's gonna put the.
Well, no, this is putting it right into my Facebook page as a scheduled post.
Okay, so once this is done, you can literally turn off the computer, and Facebook will just be on its merry way. You could be in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, yeah. This
Okay,
has
okay.
nothing to do with that.
Once it's done.
This is done, I shut this off, and I'm
Thank you.
yeah,
Okay.
it's finished.
Yeah, you find good tools, Ken. I've always because you try them all, don't you?
Well, yeah, you do have to try them, and then you find that the cheap, stupid ones, you know, do the job.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can spend $300 and, you know, you end up with some sort of stupid program. Okay, so anyway, let's go in and let's take a look at our page here. And let's take a look right here where it says, what have you been up to? Let's just refresh this. And now we can see right here, 408 scheduled posts. Next post scheduled for 1:41 a.m., which is exactly what we saw in there in Fan Page Blaster. Now we just click on View Posts, and here we can see exactly what we've got. And if we want to, we can. Any of these can be turned into an ad, even as they sit. If you wanted to make it into an ad, you can edit this, you can publish it, or you can delete it. And let's just go through and we'll just take a look at some of the posts. I like to go through and just see, you know, what we've got. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's excellent. Oh, that's so cute. And there's two that are almost the same. So I'll just get rid of, well, they're going to be 4 hours apart. I could leave that one on there. Boomer Sooner, there's no links in here. It allows me to see if I get any feedback for some hoodies. Home is where the Sooners are. Oh, I saw one that I really liked. Oh, okay. This might be a good one. Where memories are made and tailgates last all day. Oh, that's very good. I saw one that said, I miss Norman. And I thought that's pretty cool if it's for all the people that graduated um, from the school and are living out of state. I miss Norman. People would look at that and think, oh, Norman, was that your old boyfriend? Why are you wearing that shirt? Good conversation piece. I think it'd sell. So I go through here and I take a look. Some of these are just too funny. This is awesome. I love this sort of stuff. A place that will get in your blood and stay forever. Oh, look at that. A sock. That's pretty cool. Look at that. This is going to get a crap load. Look at the little dude. What every college freshman really needs to pack. I don't even know what that is. So I just go and delete that post.
Should put a box of condoms on the bottom of it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's pretty cool. There we go. This is looking good. Keep calm and play like a champion. Home of the Sooners. That's nothing really to do with baseball, but I'll leave it in there. Over the Tide, that's how we roll. Ooh, that might be a good shirt. Okay, cool keychain. There we go. So anyway, we can see like this is going to get a crap load of likes. People are going to like that. Oh, they're going to say this is awesome. 2 times a year of waiting football season and waiting for football season. This one here, I'm going to get rid of. Well, I'll leave it on there and just see what people say. Girls who love football are not weird. They're a rare gift from God. That's all right. Then what have we got here? I don't know what's going down with that one. That one doesn't look all that good. Those football posts, they just don't do a lot. This one's good. Well, I've never been to heaven, but I've been to Oklahoma. Whoa, could be a good t-shirt. Crimson and cream. What's that for?
That's their actual colors.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they actually had the cream attached.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah, there we go. See, we might get some affiliate money out of this thing. So anyway, yeah, I'm pretty good. I've scanned through here and I'm days and days and probably a week ahead of everything. So I don't know if anyone's going to know who these people are, but we'll leave it on there. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like on that picture there, you could make a heading in there and name these players or something like that, and that gets a lot of feedback on the Buckeye page we got. Because,
yeah, true.
Yeah, you get a lot of feedback on that kind of stuff. Tell me who these guys are, or something of that nature, and then everybody. I mean, it does get a lot of feedback.
There we go. Hopefully they're with the Sooners and they're not somebody else. So anyway, there we go. We've got lots of scheduled posts. We're good until the middle of October. I could have loaded up the whole year, but I thought, maybe I'll just look for some fresh stuff. But this is good. Now I don't have to do anything with this for till the middle of October, other than selling a few T-shirts off it each day. And let's see what we've got going here. Yeah, this will fluctuate like crazy, because now it's showing 13 cents a like, so it'll go up and down. Tomorrow in the morning, we'll have a mad rush, because that's when we get all the traffic, and that's when you'll get the bulk of your likes. It's very similar to placing an ad. If you run it at the times that have the most traffic, where people have the time to actually like the page, you're going to get a lot of likes in the morning time. Then in the daytime, you're not going to get near as many likes. So you can run it cheaper, you can run a higher budget and run it for 5 or 6 hours and then just shut it down, because afternoon and evening are going to cost you more for likes than the morning, just like the t-shirt buyers. And there you have it. Even if it was 13 cents, I have no problem if this ran me 13 cents. It should run in between 3 and 5, but even at 13 cents, if I'm only putting in $20, as long as it'll sell a couple shirts, I'm getting the cash back every day, so it's not costing me a penny to run these pages. Okay, any questions? I know that wasn't, we didn't cover a whole lot there, but no questions?
No, I like that idea with the Pinterest and stuff, because in the past we just went out and copied images, and I'd looked for a scraper for Pinterest and could never find one that I like. So that one looks like it's pretty good.
Yeah, that one's pretty simple. Like I said, it just downloads into a download folder in your wherever you're hosting the. Like, you have to put it on your domain. And then it has a folder there that's called downloads, and it just drops all of them in there. So I'll show you what it looks like. This isn't anything special, but I'll just zip over and show you what it looks like.
The one that comes with Fan Page Blaster, though, puts it right into a folder on your computer that you link to upload from Fan Page Blaster. So it's like it skips that one step that you have to download it from your site to a folder.
Oh yeah, like you're right. That might be absolutely awesome.
So so what you're saying is it puts it right onto a folder on your computer, and then Fan Page Blaster takes it right out of that.
Because it runs, it's a Windows program that runs on your computer just like Fan Page Blaster. So it grabs the image off of Pinterest and stores it on your local computer. The one Ken's running here runs on your website and pulls it from Pinterest to your website, which then you got to download it to a directory to upload. So it just skips that step. But like I said, if you're thinking about Fan Page Blaster, it comes with that scraper, like the Pinterest scraper. So you don't need to spend the extra $19 to get the one that Ken's got.
Yeah, exactly. If that one, like I've never looked at it to see what it does, but I'm showing you what I use, and this one, just like Dwight was saying, it drops it on your server, and then I just copy it and just drag it all over into my folder.
Okay.
So you are going to save that step, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to do the exact same thing where you get to pick all the boards and everything. It's probably pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, it looks very similar to that, where you select the Pinterest URLs that you want to scrape, and
and you can select multiple Pinterest URLs.
Yeah, they're like just like putting in a comma delimited file thing on the. Just separate the URLs by comma. I think it's.
So you made a comment, Ken, that in the morning it's more expensive to get likes, just like it's more expensive.
No, cheaper.
Oh, okay. Just okay.
It's just like t-shirts. You're going to get, just like you would sell more t-shirts in the morning, you'll get more likes because you got more people focused on who are just sitting there having coffee and looking at their computer screen and they see the Sooners. You're just going to get a lot more likes.
Okay.
Just like t-shirts. You could run it, your like campaign, you could run it at the exact same time and just boost the volume that you have coming through a shorter period of time by upping your budget, and your click-through rate is going to double or triple in the morning compared to what it has been this evening, which was about 4%. And a lot of times on my like campaigns, I'll run anywhere from 15 to 25%.
Yeah. Okay. And
How? Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was just asking, with the new day parting stuff in Facebook, Ken, have you figured that out as far as the times to run that, or?
Well, it's interesting. You have to you know, I've spent a lot of time figuring out the best time in general.
Uh-huh.
Now, if we would translate that backwards, if we can assume that because the bulk of my targeting and buyers have been East Coast, and the very best time for the buying is in between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m., that 1 hour window. And if we back it up to say 6:30, and we go as far as 10:30, so if we ran from 6:30 to 10:30, that 4 hour window
Right.
on the west on Pacific time, now we would have to take a look and see what those times relate to in all of the different zones, and especially try and figure out what that time is. So it's going to be 9:30. So we would then be able to say the best time is, if it was 6:30 here, it's 9:30 on the East Coast. So basically from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 should be the premium time everywhere,
Okay.
because they go by the time zone that the people are in that are viewing it. And, you know, although I had figured it out on Pacific time, we would now have to just say, you know, everybody that sees it, the best time is going to be from, say, 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. we could go with.
Okay.
And that should be hitting the premium time for everyone, 9 until 2, or 9 until 3, or 8 until 2. You know, depending on how far you want to go on each side of the premium time.
Hmm.
So 8 until 2 East Coast time would literally be 5 till 11 a.m. Pacific, or yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have to worry about Pacific. You would just figure out one time, and what is that best time? And the best time we know is going to be 11 o'clock, where the East Coast buyers were. So you're not going to worry about East Coast or West Coast or Pacific or Eastern, nothing. You're just going to say the premium buy time is at 11 a.m. So let's back it up by 2.5 hours. So let's back it up to 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And now that doesn't matter if you're East Coast or West Coast. It's just when they say a time, you would just put in 8:30 to 2:30.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused by this because I thought we actually, for instance, when we did ads can between 3 and 11 a.m. Pacific, that was actually 6 to 2 Eastern. So we were always kind of doing our, I was always doing math in my head of making sure that I looked at it from a Pacific standpoint, but even though I live on the East Coast. Now what you're saying is with this new day parting, see, I always thought that if it was at 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific, it actually aired at 3 a.m. in Pacific time and 6 a.m. on the East Coast. So
That's
literally,
correct.
they were simultaneously running in different time zones. But is it now? For instance, we do ads for the CNN Airport Network, and it airs when we say 8 o'clock. It airs at that time zone at 8 o'clock. So literally, it's staggered throughout the day, right? So you could take off in the
That's
morning.
exactly what I'm saying.
So that's what it's doing now. It's totally airing. When you put the times in, it airs locally at that time specifically.
Yes,
Okay, so that's the big news here. That's the big deal when you said, hey, day parting's here. That's what you mean by that?
exactly.
I'm sorry, I
So
didn't catch that at all. And
now
now I do.
instead of running it for the 8 hours, I found, you if you want to save some money, you can back it down to the 4 hours because the premium buy time Pacific was 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So if I back it down 2.5 hours, and let's just convert that now to East Coast because that's the prime time. 11 a.m. till lunchtime is the prime buying time. So if we back it down by 2 hours, it would be 9 a.m. And if we go 2 hours on the other side, we would be going 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's when people would see it in all of the zones, 9 till 2. Now,
But
if
but but when you say 9 till 2 is technically the time range when everyone's going to see it in all the time zones, I thought that we really don't care about, setting a time zone in the Pacific time zone.
it doesn't have a time zone, Steve, there is no time zone. If you say, I want this to show from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m., whichever time zone you're in, you're gonna see that ad from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Perfect. That's all I need to know. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so to actually set that up, we tried to do this. Our ads didn't run until like 1 p.m. I couldn't figure it out. I tried setting it up, and what actually fixed it is when I turned all the campaigns off and turned them on again, and they worked. So I don't know if you guys ever had a glitch where your ads wouldn't go even though it said it was active.
That I had that same problem today.
Okay. Okay, so yeah.
Everything that started didn't start until I turned them off and turned it back on. They were active but had no impressions.
Yes, so you dealt with now is that probably a normal thing that we'll have to deal with, or do you think it's just a glitch because this kind of thing is new?
I have
Look,
no
I just
idea.
got two more.
I have no idea. I've been fairly frustrated with because I've been working with Quaya, and anytime Quaya starts up an ad, I get no impressions. And I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I quit Quaya or whatever it's called, Quaya, because I figured once we did the day parting, which when I say day parting, I mean it plays during that day part no matter what time zone you are. I just realized that just about 5 minutes ago when Ken was explaining it. Why do I need Quaya, right? Because I believe that the Facebook interface is much easier, more intuitive, and everything is there for me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you shouldn't use Quaya, but I'm trying to realize the real benefit here. Why do we got to learn a whole other platform? Maybe there's a whole
You
other
don't
discussion.
just use the power editor and
No, I
use
know,
dayparting.
and I like it. And yeah, why are you sticking with Quaya? What benefit do you see there, if I can ask you, Dwight?
I don't know. I'm just trying to say I have 30 days with it. I'm trying to figure out what it's doing. But like I said, I've been frustrated with it because, like, again, today, none of my ads ran until I turned them off and turned them on. And I miss the real prime time because of it.
Yeah, so
Because the prime time is I'm still sleeping. So I can't, I haven't gotten up at 7:30 in the morning to turn the ads on to whatever. I want something to start the ads for me.
yeah, the fact that Facebook took this long for day parting just shocks me. And we're talking one of the preeminent, prominent advertising platforms. They don't have that. I mean, I was just shocked that they just finally came out with it. You know what I mean? But I'm glad they did. But I mean, they should have had this freaking years ago. What the hell?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm happy though. Now.
Yeah. Anyway, a time to make sure you're gonna really cover everyone. I would say 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. That should really cover East Coast and West Coast, the prime buying times. That's 8 hours.
Okay.
If you want to go for the 8 hours, you're going to do just fine 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we missed out the morning too, and we suffered from a result of that to Dwight. I probably would have been more positive.
Yeah, I had a really strong morning this morning, and yours was screwed up, and so was Dwight's.
Yes.
But Dwight still managed to pull off a profit, so and that's without being able to sell anything in the morning.
What kind of profit did you have, if I can ask?
$45.
How many t-shirt sales?
So 5.
Okay, cool. That means if you had 5 sales, that means your advertising was how much?
$22.
Oh, good. Hey, I'm curious if I can ask, because we were confused about this. Can I know that you said that if you're going to be marketing college t-shirts, that you market to college graduates? Is that just, do you stick with that strictly?
In testing it, I find that there's more passion. You know, I guess people could have went to another school. Like maybe you graduated from a school in Texas and you love the Sooners, although I think there's a slim chance of that. I think that if you graduated from Ohio State, I think that you're going to be a Buckeye till I die.
Okay, so that's why you're doing
So
college. Yeah.
if somebody likes a team and they're a college graduate, I'm assuming or believing that they graduated from Ohio State.
Okay. Okay. I have another
If they
question.
did, then they're much more passionate
Sure, sure, sure. Okay.
than somebody who just says, "Oh, the Buckeyes, yeah, they're pretty cool. I like them."
Okay, so if you
Yeah.
pick all your, let's say, Buckeye locations or Crimson Tide locations or Georgia Bulldog locations, you know what I mean? Sorry, not your locations, but your demographics, all the different Fanatic pages, et cetera, you get all the pages in. Will you still select the school location plus 50 miles out, or are you doing the whole state now, or are you keeping the whole country? Are you,
Well, it depends on the ad. If you're doing the Texas chapter, you're going to cover all of Texas. If you're doing a generic Oklahoma Sooners fans shirt, you're going to cover the whole nation. At this point, we want to build the biggest audiences that we possibly can, and the easiest way is to target everything about the Oklahoma Sooners fan, Sooner fanatics, Oklahoma Sooner football fans. Get as many as you can and select the right age and gender and select college graduate because these big teams have a big following and it'll give you a great audience for the entire year because the college graduates pretty much look, if they like anything to do with Ohio State and they're a college graduate, they graduated from there.
okay, okay, so college graduates, you're picking the state if it's a chapter type t-shirt. Otherwise, you're probably pretty much sticking with the whole country, right? Unless you kind of,
Stick with the whole country at this point on a big school team. Like if I'm doing a shirt like, let's say this one right here, I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm targeting the entire nation and then just selecting college graduates because that tells me I've got the most passionate audience available and the largest. You
okay,
know,
so,
I want to run an audience of 100,000 minimum if it's going to go for a whole year
okay,
or for a whole season.
So what is your daily budget? Let's say you do what you just said a moment ago, which was what is 7 a.m. to.
My budget's the same, and for those that are taking the losses, they're just not listening to my budget ideas.
Yeah,
This budget is $20 a day. Never more, never less, just $20. On an 8-hour period, I'm going to spend about $6.50. That's it.
okay, and on an 8-hour period, but you just said that our new period is actually what 7 a.m. to what do you say 2 p.m.
No, I just said 7 until 3.
Okay,
That's 8 hours.
you're right. That's 8. Okay,
It's the
20.
exact same
Okay,
thing.
okay,
I
right.
said
So,
if you want to run the 8 hours, run 7 till
yeah,
3. You're going to spend one third of your daily budget. If it's $20, you're going to spend about 650 or 680.
yeah, okay,
You're going to target the entire nation with everything to do with your football team and just select college graduate age 35 to 64 and you should be converting without a problem.
good. Okay, well, you're right. I got a little undisciplined there with that budget, and it's like, well, let's try advertising in the evening because I know that you're saying some of those mail shirts were selling all day, and we figured we'd do that, and we ended up blowing $30 at the end. We probably would have been more profitable. Yeah.
Yeah, what I find is, hey, go ahead and test it. You know, I was talking with Dwight today and I said, you know, what we can learn and cover as a group, you may take a little bit of a loss, you know, as you're getting a grasp on what you're doing, but
You're right.
once
You're
you
right.
have it, it's a very cheap education. losing money on ads for a week or 2 or 3 is a cheap education.
You're right, and I didn't mean to get this. I don't. I'm not. I know this is all testing. This is all learning. This is all finding out, and we should take that as real constructive learning.
Yeah.
And as a group mentality, as a group dynamic that we have, we can share that. So I will say this that. This evening stuff really. I mean, because I think it was like around 7 o'clock. I was like, well, we got a little bit of profit. Let's just burn it. Huh?
That's
Let's just
fun.
burn it until we were out. And so Art and I did that, and it was like we went honestly from $64 total spent to $98 in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, whoa! So I think some of these people were getting home on the. I don't know what happened, but it's like, I mean, if I didn't really pay attention to that, it would have been a lot more. But we ended up getting these 2 sales with 3 orders each. Maybe I'd prefer to get the single sales, but hey, whatever you get, you get. You know what I mean? You got to be happy with it,
Yeah.
ultimately. But if I'm only spending $6, that's not too bad because you could have 10 shirts at $60. I mean, I could have done 120 shirts and probably gotten by with the same $90 or $100 spent. But
Yeah.
anyhow, got a little undisciplined today, so I think it was my
But
fault.
hey, it's part of the education, and there's no harm in testing in the evening. If you spend $20 here and you lose $20 there, it's still a small price. I've got a friend that I talk to quite often who does t-shirts. He's really good. He's got some great t-shirts. He doesn't panic. He puts out some t-shirts, he sells a few. Do you know that he makes his whole yearly income in the 30 days before Christmas?
Really?
He makes
Wow.
his entire income. So he's not panicked. He told me this morning as I was talking to him, oh, he said I sold 10 shirts today. I couldn't be happier. And I was like, oh man, you blast out the shirts. How are you happy with 10? And he said, hey, remember, I make my whole year's money in the 30 days before Christmas.
Wow.
And if you have enough shirts in your store, everything will sell at Christmas time. Forget about when football season starts. Every football shirt sells at football season. They just sell. Maybe some sell more, some sell less. But now Christmas is a different dynamic.
Yeah. From October to December, it's crazy.
Oh my goodness, when it came to eBay, oh, not just eBay, when it came to selling t-shirts, it was like, this is madness. You would put t-shirts out there, it wouldn't matter if it had a little furry teddy bear. I was putting out t-shirts that were hilarious. You know those funny sayings that you can't sell anytime? You try those things, they just won't sell. But man, you put them out at Christmas and they just fly.
Wow, Ken, that's an interesting. You say that. We did a saying, something like, I don't need Google. My husband Dave knows it all, or my husband Dave knows it all, or something. We spent $20 on that, did nothing, but we think is rather funny. Just
Yeah.
exactly that.
Well, I'll show you. I do a couple of those cute t-shirts, and I'll show you what one of them would look like here.
Like we thought we'd make money, absolutely zilch.
People don't buy cute sayings. It's funny. They like them, and people say, "Oh, you go and get this from this place and Zazzle and Cafe Press." I never got anywhere with Cafe Press and Zazzle when
You
it came
tried
to
it?
t-shirts, but when I went to Cafe Press, I went to bumper stickers, and I passed that one on to J.R. Hill, and he did pretty darn good with it. Wasn't it? Camping. Oh, geez, what did that say? Anyway, Randy found this. I think it was a bumper sticker, and he turned it into a T-shirt, and Mr. Hill just crushed it.
Yeah, we're still selling them.
You still sell them. That's a funny shirt, man.
With the bumper sticker ones?
Yeah.
But they
Just
still.
find a saying. I just found a saying and I just turned it into a shirt. So, as a matter of fact, when Ken was going through his Oklahoma page, I found 2 in there that I wrote down.
But they're not going to
Who
sell
do
that
you?
well now. They only sell good during Christmas. Is that what you're saying, Ken?
No.
No, oh, that one will sell. That camping shirt will sell, I think, all year round.
Yeah, we're just saying that from October to December, people buy Christmas presents, and it's just crazy the volume that you can do between October
Okay.
and Christmas.
So you'll expect better
You
sales then
wouldn't
for that.
believe,
Yes.
you won't believe how many emails I get in a week that say, when will this be here? You know, I want to make sure this is a Christmas gift for my two daughters. People
Right.
are buying right now for Christmas. People
Yeah.
do that. I don't know what kind of a idiot buys at this time for Christmas. I buy Christmas Eve. I've never
Yeah,
bought
me
a
too.
Christmas gift in my life outside of Christmas Eve that I can remember. I just
Well,
go and
you know,
buy something.
I did one of these funny shirts myself, and I didn't get anywhere with it. Is there a specific type of targeting you use
No,
with
these
these?
just won't sell.
They just won't.
This one won't sell worth shit.
Oh, unless it's like during those Christmas times.
Boy, Christmas, man, I'm going to sell about 1,000 of these. Look at this, is hilarious. You know, I'm
Okay.
going to
Okay,
target
yeah.
teachers.
This is part of the
So just
training that
don't run those. Those funny type of shirts. Just don't run them until those time periods, basically.
No, not at all. Like this one will do fantastic at Christmas. And I'll target people that like to hunt.
Yeah, because I did one of those funny shirts. It was I targeted towards teachers. It was say I took it from Amazon. It had 93 reviews. Everyone was loving it. I said this is gonna kill it, and nobody bought anything. And so yeah, I guess
There's
I
a
just
big difference in between liking something and buying something. For
yeah.
example, I can drive down the street, and if there was a button in my car that would register every time I went past a person's house, if I could look at it and say, oh man, I like that house. And I would drive farther and I go, oh, I like that house. It doesn't mean I'm going to buy the house. It just means I like the house.
true.
So it's no
Yeah.
different here. If people are liking a shirt, doesn't mean they want to buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's got to be real passion behind it, huh? Or at least
Yeah,
during Christmas.
don't kid yourself. The funny sayings, unless you can attach it to a niche, like the bumper sticker that Randy converted to a T-shirt was niche specific. That is fine, but just the funny T-shirts, they just where you have to look and say, who does this fit? It's not going to sell.
Hmm.
It will at Christmas.
Gotcha, Ken. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good information.
Yeah, I did one with it had, I think it was a teddy bear, a blue T-shirt with a white teddy bear and some stupid saying. And I sold a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Any other time of the year, man, you couldn't give that shirt away.
Yeah, yeah. So I just kind of wanted to express to everybody that I might have been like a little discouraged lately, and I hope I didn't, you know, influence anybody on the call. And I know my brother's been real steadfast and disciplined in just getting this and seeing it through, which is great. And I just kind of wanted to know, like, ultimately what this agenda that we're on right now, which is college football and football. Are there any ideas, Ken, that we can be thinking of? And I mean, I know you said at the very beginning here, hey, we're going to do football now, and then after football season starts, and we have all the infrastructure built up for that, we can go on to other things, whether it be professions or whatever we're going to do. What do you think we should be thinking of? Should we only be thinking of college football at this point in time? Should we be advanced enough now to be thinking of our own ideas, or is your recommendation to stick to the plan, or how do you feel?
My idea is this. If you want to go and test, I like sports and professions, and I like to combine the two. This teacher loves the Buckeyes. If you can combine anything together, it's going to be even stronger. You can go and test different things, but professions and sports. See, we got college football, then we've got the NHL, we've got NFL, and that takes us right into spring training for baseball, which is really strong. For 2 months, baseball is just wicked. Basketball is never good.
Oh,
Basketball,
interesting.
just stay away from that dumb sport. I know Canada invented that game, but I've regretted it every time I try and sell a T-shirt and I can't. I hate the Canadians for inventing basketball.
I didn't believe you said. I didn't believe it was invented by the Canadian. Then he showed me on Wikipedia. I was like, oh, jeez.
Oh yeah, that's the great Canadian game. That well, hey, you take a look. The top pick in the NBA 2 years in a row is the Canadian.
Oh, jeez. The best players in the world come from Canada. You're gonna tell me now?
Well, just the last 2 years. I mean, it is our game.
Okay. Hey, no, I'm talking mostly Canadians on this call, right? I'm in the minority here, right?
No, we only have, well, we've got three Canadians, two are in Canada, and one's a Kuwaiti.
Randy, are you from?
Ah, I'm actually not Kuwaiti, but yeah, I'm in Kuwait.
No, that's what I said. Three Canadians, two in Canada,
Ah,
one in Kuwait.
Cool. Okay. Okay. And so, professions, sports, you got to really stick to that. I mean,
But remember this, Steve, when you're going to branch out into a profession, just remember there's only two angles. It's love and hate. For women, it's love, and for guys, it's hate. Guys throw a skull and crossbones and something vulgar on there, like the two Dumb and Dumbers peeing in the urinal. That the guys love that shirt. Flush twice. It's a long way to Michigan. The guys love that kind of shirt. Just remember, even in professions, it's love and hate,
okay.
which means it's think about the angles with a profession.
Okay.
Where you would put down the love angle might be, some people wait a whole year to meet their hero. I raised mine. It could be an engineer or a baseball player. Could be, there's that whole angle, which is really getting a lot of pressure right now.
Okay. That whole angle of what? Sorry.
Of the mom who raised the kid, or
Oh
you
yeah, but that's kind of what would you call that? It's not. It's kind of professions in a way because mom's a profession in a way, right?
it's basically a double layer, and it's good, but every time Don Wilson comes up with an idea, he's got 2,000 people that are going to go and do the same thing.
Oh, I know. Dwight, you were saying that on our call the other day. Remember? You never done anything that guy showed you that worked, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well, other than making Don rich and Facebook rich,
And yeah.
that's the two things it did. Did nothing for me.
well,
So
there's probably a total of two people that are making money with what he's doing.
Ken, there's a tool that came out that Don Wilson maybe was helpful or part of I'm not sure, but it's posted it. It's called T or Inspector.
T-Inspector. Yeah,
No, no,
I
no, no.
buy anything and everything that comes along in regards to T-shirts.
I understand that. But it's something. I'm sure you bought this. Then let me ask you what your take on it is. It's called. What is it? You guys know what it is, right? What I'm talking about. It's called
T-Inspector?
no Targeting Inspector. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean
Oh,
that
I have that.
it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because
yeah, it's good.
basically it kind of allows you to kind of see inside the different, Facebook,
it's inside the interests.
yeah, it's insight into the different interests and fan pages. You can see them before and you can put them into a little CSV file or a little notepad file, open them up, and paste them all in. Are you doing that?
I have that piece of software. My targeting with sports is so brain dead simple,
Okay,
really,
okay, okay. So maybe
that
maybe that's for something else later.
the only place I've had consistent success, and most people still don't, is in sports.
Hmm.
And it's nothing more than just testing and testing and find out which teams buy, and in the right times of the year that they're going to buy, and kickoff everybody's going to buy, Christmas everybody's going to buy, throughout the season the best teams are going to buy. And then I've got hockey, my cup size is Stanley. I sold thousands of those things. And then I did another one that was really quite clever that I found somewhere that said Earth. Um, oh, um, 1/3 covered by water, 2/3 covered by Lundqvist, the New York Rangers goalie. That's friggin' awesome.
Mhm.
It did great. So if I've got this and it's working, and everything is going great, I don't even want to check out. I bought the tool because I might use it sometime,
Not
But
right
right
this moment.
now, I don't even have to worry about targeting. Target the Minnesota Wild fans. Throw the thing up there. My cup size is Stanley, and you'll sell that thing all year long. In playoffs, you'll do 10 times the sales.
Okay. So, I mean, look, we know what you've been telling us, okay? And you've helped us sort of specifically in certain ads where you're like, okay, let's do this ad, and I've tested the ad and it works, and try this out, and try that. And I mean, that's all well and good, and maybe I've got a little undisciplined as it relates to ads, and maybe I'd be profitable. But, I mean, should we, I mean, do you think for our sake, everyone on this team's sake here, should we be doing other things that maybe we're not doing? Like, for instance, should we be expanding in NFL right now? And if we are, should we be coordinating it on a team level, or should we just kind of go wild? I mean, what's your take on that? I mean, I know we can do what we want to do, but at the same time, we want to, want to be sensitive to the group and
Well, we're
what your
just
plans are.
loading up shirts, and I've got 48 shirts going into the store that are all NFL.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, there's still a crap load of college teams. There's still a crap load. I only did 10 NFL teams, and I did the main state and three other states. So plus a bit, I end up with 48.
Hmm.
And then NHL isn't far away. I'm building NHL shirts as well.
Okay. In
Uh,
the angle, you don't have to share it if you don't want to, but the angle of approach you're using for NFL, is it something that we already
oh,
know?
I did a beauty for the NFL. Oh, yeah, I did the Grim Reaper, the Sons of Anarchy shirt for the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually saw that today when I was looking at different NFL shirts. I saw Steelers and stuff.
Oh, yeah, they do well. And
Yeah.
not only that, I have to bring it all back to to the bread and butter shirts, the ones that make me my money consistently every day. And I'll show you here again. I just have to check and see if I have any late sales that come in. Um,
Okay. So at this point in the game, I guess we're all going to be sort of following this little thing that we're doing with this. But I mean, because I think a lot of people aren't making the money they kind of want to make or need to make or whatever it is. You know what I mean? We should be scaling up, taking things that you've taught us. And we don't necessarily need to like sort of check in and say, hey, I'm doing this team, I'm doing that state, or do you feel that's still unnecessary?
Look,
Mm.
just with the college teams that we have, after that, I mean, just go and make shirts.
Right.
Three of us were running Roll Tide shirts in one night. We all were very profitable. There's a big audience.
Oh, sure. And there's a lot of people doing what we're doing too. So
There's only seven of us.
yeah, but
Certainly out of the thousands of shirts that can be made, we don't really have to worry, even if we have the same two T-shirts going out to the same teams. Who gives a crap?
exactly, exactly. Okay. Well,
See,
this has been
see
good.
what I've designed?
Hmm.
This is still my ultimate bestseller, has been since the beginning of my T-shirt marketing
Hmm.
days.
Hmm. Okay.
Guess what I'm making piles of right now?
What?
This shirt right here.
Good. Well, no, I'm just good to hear what you're doing, and I know that we should
And
all be doing more of this. Yeah.
you take a look at different teams, and look, I've still been uploading college football shirts. These right here. I'm still full scale going to be loading these things up because there's 346 teams to test. And if I get a small market that's doing okay, I'll run that shirt all year, and I'll have these in here at Christmas. So I'll absolutely kill it because I'll have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shirts in here. And at Christmas time, I'll just turn every friggin' ad on. I'll just mouse click the button and turn them all on. And I'll just be running 200 ads a day. I'll be running $3,500, $4,000 a day in ad budget.
Okay. Well, this is good to hear because ultimately it's kind of like where I think we all need to go to because it's scalability or the scaling is what's going to make us money, not doing one ad, messing around with it. And, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's taking an ad, we know that works, and then applying it by tweaking it to a bunch of different markets and running at it. And thank you. Yeah, no, this is good.
This shirt sells really well to the baseball teams. This shirt sells really well to the football teams. This shirt sells really well to the hockey teams. Why did I come up with three templates that were exactly the same except I had football, baseball, and hockey in here? Because this is my main shirt.
Gotcha. Okay.
I
Hey,
don't stop making these shirts, man.
right. And I'm sorry, I feel like I'm asking all the questions tonight, but I just wanted to kind of get some clarity on some things. Like this Facebook fan page marketing that you've shown us today, I think it's really ingenious because it's like making an asset that's going to be there, not requiring a lot of ad dollars. Well, I mean, you can sustain it with likes in these ad campaigns, right? But is that what your feeling is too? You can make one for every single team that you see fit to make, and depending upon your budget, build them all up. Or I
You don't
mean,
have to worry about the budget. I'm not going to keep a fan page around if it's not covering the cost of the ads.
okay, so does that mean you're taking the same ad, or are you going to try different ads on that page, or?
No, I'm posting, okay, you maybe came in late.
Yeah, I'm
I
sorry.
said I'm going to market this t-shirt. On day one, I'm going to post this t-shirt at midnight. On day two, I'm going to make a new post, and post this thing at 4 a.m. On day three, I'm going to delete this post, make a new one, and post it at 8 a.m. On day four, I'm going to delete this post, make a brand new one, and post it at lunchtime. On day five, I'm going to delete this post, make a new one, and post it at 4 p.m. On day six, I'm going to delete this one, make a new post, and post it at 8 p.m. The next week, I'm going to put a brand new shirt in here. Or I'm going to just keep going through that cycle. Delete this thing. The next day, repost the exact same thing 4 hours later so you don't annoy people. But remember, I'm not putting a whole bunch of football pictures in and then they see a t-shirt. I'm putting things on like funny boots and babies and things that aren't really pictures of football. So when they see the t-shirt, they're accustomed to seeing my posts that, it's merchandise based. Here's one with a link. They're not going to get annoyed with this because they won't even be assuming that this is attached to our fan page.
Okay, now when you say a post, you mean you're going to do a...
Well, this is a post.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to do an ad or just post it without the ad?
No, let's not confuse it. This is a post. And when I say I'm going to post it, we're talking about fan page marketing.
Okay.
I'm just going to make a post because who's it going to go out to? Well, as we could see, I'm going to be reaching 500 people every day. Every time I make that post, I'm going to reach 300 people. If I post that thing once per day, I'm going to have, even just with these fans, I'm going to have it seen 300 times a day. The next day, maybe 400 see it. The next day, maybe 500 see it. The next day, maybe 600 see it. I'm just making a regular post. Just come in, delete this post, like you just come up here, and you just click on this thing, and you click on Hide from Page. And then all you do is just make the post again.
Okay, and to get the likes on this page, we're going to be doing a like campaign that you said will be sustained by the
Well,
ads.
that's what I was showing here at the very beginning.
Yeah.
This is the like campaign. Right now I'm running a like campaign. I've gotten 21 new likes for $2. It's costing me 10 cents. When we started the call, we were at 13. I said it would go down. We're now at 10. In the morning, I'll probably be down to 3 cents.
What's your daily budget for this?
$20.
All day long?
You can run it just like a t-shirt. See, the targeting is the same as if I was selling t-shirts. Because I want the same demographics liking my page and coming on my page as the demographics I'm trying to sell the t-shirts to.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't.
Which means I can run this in the morning just for the 8 hours like I do with everything else, and that's when I'm going to get my best engagement because that's the time people buy. So those are the people I want liking my page.
Spend $6.25. Okay.
Yeah, you spend $6.
Okay.
$20 as long as it's selling 2 shirts a day. I just let this thing run. These are free likes.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to get 300 likes a day, so that means I'm going to get 9,000 likes a month. Plus my organics, I'm probably going to get 12,000 likes a month. Well, let me tell you, if I keep coming up with some really great t-shirts and release them once a week on my fan page, it's not going to cost me anything. This is all free.
Right, and you're saying that 12,000 a month. And what kind of budget did you base that on? You said $20 a day, but you're only spending $6 a day because it's at
No, just let it run 20 bucks a day. Let it run all day, whatever. Who cares? It's going to give you 300 fans a day.
$20. Okay.
Yeah, if you get your likes down to 8 cents or 7, I think I based that on 7 cents. You're going to get 285 likes in a day.
Okay.
You're going to get 12,000. You know, Randy knows how many organic likes were on that Buckeye page, how many are paid and how many are organics. And I think it's almost half are
Yeah.
straight organic.
Okay. Is there any?
Yeah. I mean, I set mine when I did my like campaign. I set my budget at $5. So you can set it at whatever. I mean, Ken makes a lot more money than I make, so I set mine at $5.
And
Yeah,
what
He's the $5 wonder. The page
Yeah.
now has 53,000 fans running a like campaign of $5 a day.
so you got there with just $5 a day, the whole 53,000.
I just set mine at $5 a day. That's how I set mine.
How many likes do you get a day usually, average?
Actually, I don't know right now because
Roughly.
I quit it, but I was probably I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember.
Maybe 30 to 50 or 50 to 60.
Yeah, but you have to remember that we did some pretty creative crap. Like we took a picture of change and put it on the
Yeah.
table and said comment below. And you know, with how much change is there, the first one to guess it gets a T-shirt. We did a whole bunch of stuff like that ended up getting just a tremendous amount of shares. And Randy was really good at posting a big, loud, obnoxious graphic with the
Yeah.
scores of the
Okay.
game every time there was a score. He'd post like a complete mental case during game time.
Okay, so removing the ad or hiding it rather, and reposting it. You said 4 times a day, whatever it is. Or no, sorry, every day at a different time of the day, so that
Yeah, just rotate them through. So every day you're posting your T-shirt one time, but it's always at a different time, so you're not hitting the same people because they by pattern will be on there at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah, and there's no way to automate that. There's no way to even get a VA to do that. I mean, theoretically you could, but you just do that yourself, right, Randy?
Do
Right,
whatever you
Ken?
like. I just do that myself.
Okay.
Randy did it all last year by himself.
And now that you're at 50,000, Randy, and you post a new ad, let's say it's a Crimson Tide fan page with 50,000, can you expect? Do you have a rough idea what you might expect? 1 or 2 sales a day just from organics, or 10, or?
Well, I'm a little different. The only fan page that I have is I have my own company fan page, and I have the Ohio State. I shouldn't say that. I have some others. I just run ads. I don't mess with the fan page. I don't have time to sit there and do all that stuff. It just takes too much of my time.
Got it.
So all I do is run ads.
But in theory,
And,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, Ken
But even
does
the
different
ad you're
fan
putting
pages.
on there, Randy, is still being seen by
Oh,
20,000 people organically because they're fans of your page.
yeah, I ran. I'll tell you the we talked about that camping shirt. That shirt's been seen by 1.5 million people. So I mean, and it's most of that's organic, where it's half of that's been shared. So 750,000 people is all through sharing it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
so I mean, it's Facebook's phenomenal for that. And you find something that's, I mean, the shirts that we're running right now. I mean, half of my it's all half of it's organic from what the exposure you get out of it. So
Well, and you can see that right here. Although this one's posted on the fan page, it's had 1,134 shares. And if we go down and take a look at the reach. 32,000 is organic. I've only paid for 22,000. 32,000 was free.
right.
Okay, and have you decided now, have you figured out, Ken or Randy or anyone on this phone call, that you're going to be using the the price tag in the top left or not? I think from our testing, I think we found that the price tag without the price tag is better. Have you guys, I mean, maybe it's dependent upon the niche or whatever, but I mean, you're using it.
I've tested both ways. I don't know which is better.
Okay.
I don't use it. I just put the shirt on there. I don't have a price in mind.
The reason I was thinking why that might be better, and Ken, obviously you got a ton of shares here, so this is not any indication of what I'm looking at. But would you be more apt? At least I think I'd be more apt to share an image if it was a cool image, if it didn't have a price, because otherwise I feel like I'm being I'm trying to
Well,
solicit people, huh?
Take a look, 1,134 shares and ratio of likes of 1,825. That's a very strong ratio of
Okay.
shares.
Okay, you're right with this, but you're not doing that, Randy. You're
No, my philosophy is a little bit different in it. As maybe if I want to change the price in it, for some reason I want to adjust the price for some reason or other, I can go in and edit, and I don't have to worry about changing my ad out.
ooh, now
That
that's a good reason.
that is exactly what we talked about last night. If you leave the price out and just put it up here, and you want to run a 1-day special on this shirt, you can change it because it's a page post engagement. It'll take you 2 seconds to change the price and adjust it in your store for a 1-day sale, and away you go.
But you can't change the photo. You can't
No, you
replace it.
can't alter the image. No.
Yeah, you got to recreate it, and then you lose all your shares and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah,
You lose all that social proof, right? If you ever want to get that out there again, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Cool.
But if you take a look at the Buckeye page, I mean, there was shares on there when J.R. Hill came up with the idea to do the roll call.
Oh, yeah.
How many shares when you said, "Tell us which city you're from"? Roll call. Which city are you from? How many comments? How many shares were on that one, Randy?
I think we hit about 1 million on that.
A
Wow.
reach of 1 million.
Reach of 1 million
Get
on
out.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fan pages can carry a lot of strength when you start to put and we've got some really great stuff. Counting the change, the first one to guess it. I was running a fan page and giving away pizzas last year, and I would send them like Little Caesars gift certificates.
Okay.
Um, gave away a crap load of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Give away T-shirts, personalized T-shirts. That's a great giveaway.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
remember in our Bulls page, we gave away tickets to a ball game and stuff. So
Yeah, that's right. That was awesome.
So how did
yeah,
you
we
get a
get
million on an image? Was it because you had 50,000 on that fan page already, or you did a ton of advertising, or it just was so viral in nature that people
just
should
just
just
viral.
viral?
It's just straight. That's the power of a fan page. It's just viral reach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you
Um,
come up with neat stuff, and just something that you like. I mean, I'm a Buckeye fan, so I mean, I live in Columbus, so it's natural for me to find stuff that I like and that I think other people would like. So, but you can do that for any team.
well, and,
So
and Randy, you came up with a brilliant one. Remember that post that was just so full of text? What did it actually say? It said OH.
um,
That's
I
all
don't.
it said was OH.
Oh yeah. That's right. Well, that's the Ohio State. If you know people that are from Ohio State, the OH, and then if somebody says OH, then somebody else should say IO. So that's the whole premise of it. So you got to know those little things about the community that you live in. And I've done this where I've done stuff for Alabama and different things, and if you don't have it right to what they like, it's just not going to sell. I mean, I can't tell you how many shirts I put out have been a flop. And but you
Yeah,
just keep trying, I mean, you try different things, and bam, you'll hit one, and then so then you kind of model your next one off of that. But every school is different. I mean, I can take the same exact design that I'm selling for Ohio State and implement it into Kentucky or other state. It just don't sell. I mean, I don't understand that.
yeah.
Uh,
But how long have you been selling your camping shirt?
oh man, I started that back probably in February, March, maybe March,
Was it that? I thought it was even
April,
earlier.
March or I think it's March or April. I don't remember, but I think it's March or April, I believe.
And you still sell that shirt every day.
Every single day, I get orders. I get orders today. Matter of fact, I got one order today for $135.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
That's the kind of shirt that even if it doesn't sell in the winter, you're going to sell a crap load in the spring again.
Yep. And actually, we changed it. We didn't change anything about the shirt, but we added other options. So you can get a hoodie, you can get a T-shirt, you can get a ladies' tee, you can get a tank top, and so it was selling well for us. So we just added other options on it. So
Yeah.
so that worked out well. But I mean, typically we sell T-shirts. I mean, and people, I get a lot of comments from people want different colors, and yeah. If you don't like black, don't buy it. I mean, black's selling well, and I'm not trying to complicate it any more than that. So,
But hey, even my booby target T-shirt.
oh yeah, that was a great shirt. Yeah.
Oh, and the you can't fix we can't fix stupid, but we can, or you can't fix stupid, but we can sedate it. The one for the nurse, the black one.
Uh-huh.
That thing has run for months and months and months, and it still sells in between 2 and 4 shirts every single day of the week.
Yep. Yeah, I set my budget. I mean, Ken sets his at 20. I set mine at 25. So I got shirts run and I don't touch them. I don't mess with turning them on, turn them off. I mean, that's just me. I don't have time to do that. So I just set budget at $25. I'll just let it go.
And you can
And I
have
look at it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I look at it every night. And as long as it's making money, I mean, I might tonight maybe I only sell one, or so I don't 20. My pricing set up so that all I got to do is sell one shirt. I break even for the day. And so if I sell 2, I'm in the plus. So I'll look at it, and I might only sell 1, but I don't get too excited about it because tomorrow I might sell 5. So I just kind of keep an eye on it, and
At Christmas you'll sell 1,000 of those.
it just goes crazy. I mean, and just from October, once people kind of the stuff gets into the stores and all these stores start putting Christmas stuff out, it just starts going crazy, and then from Thanksgiving to Christmas, it's just a complete madhouse. I mean, we did in last year. When we first started, we had to shut our stuff down because we couldn't keep up.
Wow.
We did over $100,000 in 30 days.
Wow, and that's amazing. And so you're doing. I mean, you could be doing as many as a couple hundred ads at a time, or a few dozen, or it just depends.
I'm running right now. I'm running 8 ads, and I'm running 8 shirts, and today I brought in over $1,500 today.
Just with 8 shirts.
8 shirts.
So
that's all.
So if you brought in 1,500, so you had to sell at least about 150 of those shirts or more or less.
I don't even know what we brought in. I know that I don't even worry about the quantity. I know that I spent 200 and I brought in 1,500. I'm
Very
plus.
nice.
So I mean,
but you're talking profit. That's 1,500 minus your ad cost. 1,300 is in your pocket.
Yes, yeah.
That's great.
And then I got the cost of the shirt in there, so I net out at $1,000.
$1,000.
And that's with only 8 ads. Okay, cool.
I just run 8 today, yeah. And typically it's just I like the $200, and I just watch it, and about $200 a day I spend.
And those are 8 shirts. Obviously, they're your highest performing shirts, and there'd be shirts that
I mean, I've sold other shirts that have sold a lot more, but these are shirts that just steady that, we just keep them in there and let them go. Now, different times of the year, we're going to start another shirt. I've had other shirts that we've shut down ads, and now football's getting ready to start. I'm going to activate a couple other shirts, and those will take off again for us. So, different times of the year, events, I don't know if Ken's talked to you guys about event marketing. So a lot of events happen throughout the year. So we key on certain events.
Gotcha.
And those are key. And I mean, I sold the cancer stuff. That was big last year in October. I mean, I probably sold just one shirt. We probably sold, I'm going to guess, 2,500 shirts.
Wow.
And
was that sort of like a charity thing, or was it just?
It was a charity type shirt.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And
the profit was in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, the profit all came to me, and then we did donate to one of the local charities.
What
a portion of it.
10%, 5%, 15%?
We donated $1 a shirt.
And do you tell people that before they buy the shirt?
No, I just tell them it's a percentage of the profits are donated to whatever that cause.
About 10% it works out to be, right? Maybe a little more.
Well, he doesn't say that. He just says a percentage of sales is being donated.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
Right.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah, people send me a message and want to know how much is donated, and I usually I don't even answer them. It's none of your business. I mean, we're donating. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. That's my
They
philosophy.
just
But
want to stir the crap, though.
yeah, I just got people. You know how people are. They're Democrats.
That's right.
There you go.
Well,
That's
yeah.
why I like J.R. Hill, because he can't stand the Democrats.
Jesus, they got me. Obama's got my insurance all screwed up and everything else.
Oh God.
Yeah.
With this new health plan, my insurance doubled. I went from because I own my own company, so we got to pay our own. So my personal insurance went from $600 a month to $1,400 a month.
Wow. Wow. I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, but that's
Jeez.
Obama. So
Unbelievable.
hopefully somebody told me they were trying to sue him for I didn't look at the news or something about something he's trying to renege on the health care thing or something. I don't know what
No
the
way.
hell it is, but yeah, I'll just be glad when he's gone.
Yeah, as long as there's not another idiot to take his place.
Yeah, as
Well,
long as that lady, as long as Hillary doesn't get in there.
Oh well, Hillary's definitely going to win the nomination. Hillary is definitely going to win the nomination.
Yeah, I can.
And Obama doesn't want Hillary because he feels that Hillary's going to change his whole, healthcare, and kind of undo what he did. But oh my God, can you imagine if she comes in?
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I mean, people just don't understand. What Romney? I mean, Romney ran a business, and knows how to run a business when he was. I mean, I just don't understand people. I mean, you want somebody that's run a business and knows what they're doing, has not been in politics their whole life. But
Well, your choice is a guy who
that's
knows how to make billions of dollars or a guy who knows how to work for the government.
exactly. And I get so peeved at that stuff. So, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I guess I better get back to work. I got an
Yeah.
hour. I got to get a whole bunch of ads keyed up here. So that was
Thanks.
a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that information, Randy. It's enlightening, really, actually, and Ken, as always. And yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah, and remember, some of the events that are coming up are all the fall fairs. There's literally thousands that happen in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Is
six
there a way
events.
is there a way to like have a listing of them, or like where it talks
Yeah,
about the
just do
fairs?
the city and or state fair, county fair. You can do a search for any of them. If you go Washington state fairs, you'll get a list of these things. Here's the Washington
Okay.
State Fair Association. Okay, how many do you want to see? This is one stupid state, and this is a Democratic state. That's why I say it's a stupid state. But look, there's a crap load of these things, man. Look at them. And the fall fairs, I mean, crap, in September there's just a pile. In August, these things are all going on. You can sell a lot of shirts for these fairs.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do. I was in Morgantown, and I didn't even know. We look at events and different things, and Ken had told me about doing some of that stuff, and I happened to be in Morgan, had a meeting out there, and I showed up in town. Hell, I couldn't get a hotel, and what the hell's going on? They had a big, huge biker fest. There must have been 100,000 bikers there when we were in town. So that would have been an ideal, and I didn't even know anything about it. And my son went to school out there for the last 5 years, and you would think that you would know, but I said, Dan, I wish I'd have had a shirt out here for that because that would have been huge.
Yeah.
But
You know,
you print all your shirts, right?
Yes, we do. We print everything. Now we've used Teespring for some other stuff in the past, but we print everything ourselves.
So when you calculate your profit, it's at a little higher margin, right?
Actually, I calculate my profits at the same that I
Oh, okay.
calculate if I was. And the reason I do it is because if we can't keep up with it, we need to make sure that if I have to use Teespring or I have to use a contract printer, because we do use contract printers to do things for us. So we need to make sure that we're still covered. So we factor that cost in, and we use that as our basis for our cost. But if it doesn't cost us that much, then of course, we make more off
At the end
of
of
it.
the day, you're making more. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Here's
don't.
another thing that's really big in the U.S. and Canada is those stupid rodeos, hillbillies. You can make T-shirts for rodeos. I mean, there's a crap load of the pro rodeo circuit has a huge following.
Just market it early, right, for that event?
Market the rodeo shirts based on the city itself. You know, I survived the Kennewick rodeo. All the people that are going to the rodeo would like to have a funny rodeo shirt. Just find a rodeo shirt and just personalize or localize it with Kennewick, Washington. So,
That's a good idea.
you know, I would go into something like Teespring or do a search and find funny shirts for rodeo or cowboy.
Okay.
Okay, the Broncos, the blood, the steers, the mud. Okay, well, let's take a look at one that sells fine. Rodeo grind. I can't keep calm. I'm a rodeo mom. I ride rodeo to meet women, mostly nurses. That's a funny shirt.
Gotcha. And so you would market that probably 1 week prior to the event, or during the event, or
Oh
after the
no,
event.
I'd market that. They're going to start to advertise that thing a month ahead of time. People are in those small towns. They're just waiting for the fair. And they're going to love to wear a personalized shirt to the fair, to the rodeo. It's like, oh, come up with one of these funny shirts like this thing right here. And underneath, you put Kennewick, Washington, 2014. You're going to sell a crap load of them just by putting the city name underneath it.
Gotcha.
You know, there's rodeos that pull like the Calgary Stampede. I mean, that thing, you know, they bring in like I don't know, well over 1 million people, don't they, Dwight? Or 2 million people?
Attendance was 1.7 million.
Yeah, 1.7. Man, and a lot of those people come there because they want to see the rodeo. It's there's a crazy following.
Yeah, 1% of that in shirts is not bad.
Yeah, if you local it to some of those things, man, it just says, you know, just a T-shirt that's done well for cowboys. If you do something here like cowboy, and then do one for cowgirls, check them out. How many are selling? Find one that sells like crazy, and you know, this one here sold 149. Anything like this, you know, this is a great T-shirt to release for the rodeo. Don't flatter yourself, cowboy. I was staring at your truck. And you could put Kennewick, Washington on the bottom. Or on the front of this shirt, here's what I would do. On the front of this shirt, instead of having this truck, I would put just right across it, Kennewick, Washington. And then I would put this funny thing on the back, and you'd sell a crap load.
Cool.
Inside with T-shirt gang.
Well, no, if you're going to do a double-sided shirt, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it through Teespring at this point. But like I said before, you can convert this thing over. This truck on the top, I don't think is a big seller. I think it's this part here.
Yeah.
And so you could easily localize just about any shirt that you see if you're a little bit creative. The white and the pink on the black is very strong for that's the girls. It does really well. This one sold, and these have sold like a crap load. Just think about how to localize a shirt like this, and promote it at the fall state fairs or the rodeos, any events. Event marketing is massive. There's so many events happening. Take a look at the big nurses conferences that are happening, doctors conferences, conventions for JWs. You know, I'm a JW and proud of it, or whatever you want. Could be anything. There's 1 million of those things out there.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Sports are just basically something that's very stable and steady, and at Christmas you sell a crap load. But, you know, if you focus on some of the events, holidays, special things that are happening, Thanksgiving shirts. You know, right around Thanksgiving, you really want to push the mom thing, you know, because the sons are always thankful for their moms and they like to buy them the shirts. So always a mom shirt around Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, Dad, Father's Day. Those are days where you can sell thousands of shirts. And you don't even have to be creative. Just find one that's there and convert it to localized or to the mom and son thing.
Got it.
Yeah, lots of opportunity.
Good stuff. Well, this has been a really good call. It's kind of got me back on track and focused, and actually, looking forward to the next few days here with what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, once you get things figured out and you know how it works, you know how to target, you know how to come up with a shirt, once you got that base income going, and then you start to take a look, and we still have a lot. There's still a lot of things that we touched on tonight that we haven't gone into detail, like event marketing and holidays and special days. There's still a number of things, like I was talking about, conventions, conferences, Herbalife conventions. Some of these things have thousands of people that show up, and they would love to get a T-shirt. I survived the Grand Canyon. There's shirts like that. People buy them.
If you do, like, I survived a Herbalife convention, whatever you can you use companies' names? Like, I often thought, and I'm sure you guys with more experience have thought this as well. You could literally go to any company page, right, that has thousands of followers, and do something with their. You can't use a proper business name, can you? I mean, I don't know. Is it trademark? If it's not trademark, couldn't you use it?
Well, I look at it this way. If I'm going to use something like Herbalife, I want to sell it to the Herbalife people. See, they're not going to, you see, a sign shop that prints signs for a real estate agent has no problem printing a copyright item and selling it to the real estate because they're licensed to display that sign or own it. So if I was creating a Herbalife shirt and I was targeting the general public, they would probably hate me for it. But if I was targeting their people and saying, this shirt will help you sell more Herbalife, in the end, would they be upset with me? I have no idea.
Probably not. So what kind of shirt would you be able to create that would actually help Herbalife people sell more Herbalife?
Need to make some extra dough? Talk to me. I sell Herbalife.
Something along those lines, or something exactly like that.
Yeah. A real estate chick, that had the little tiny yellow chick on there, the baby chick. And it said real estate, or real estate chick. And then underneath it said, got referrals? And it was on a black shirt with a little yellow baby chick, and sold that to the females. That thing sold a crap load. And let's just see. Whoops. Yeah, here it is right here. This one sold just a crap load of shirts, man. Look at this. This isn't the first edition. Look at Real Estate Chick 2. If you get rid of this, check this out. Oh, 407. So this one sold 1,000 on one run. That simple one just targeted realtors. Female realtors, they love that shirt. Got referrals? Perfect. Or, we printed shirts that said something like, how much is your home worth in today's market? Talk to me. I'm a realtor. We did business card marketing on T-shirts. Take a look. Like, we did some stupid things. Business card marketing on T-shirts is awesome. Here's another one. These things sold like crazy. Take a look at all the Herbalife shirts. And we had some Herbalife shirts that sold crap loads.
And never got any issues with the legal department there, huh?
I've never had anything, no. This one, look, just on a plain shirt, the gray with the green, like this one really stood out, 113, 129. Then, these were at $15. These ones are, these are still running. These guys don't even know what they're doing, but This one, 113, 91, 86. It's a popular niche. And 75, like there's pages and pages. Here's one that sold pens, 65, 72, just like that. There's crap loads. I mean, you can take a look at, you name it, Amway. What are you going to get for Amway? This, not so much. Obviously, Amway has come and gone. If you go,
Isn't Amway called something else now?
it's like Quick Star, Silver Star.
But it's they still the Amway Arena. They still they're trying to perpetuate the brand.
Anyway, here's Keller Williams. You know, then you can do. We got nothing for that one. Remax. Keep calm and call Remax. In my opinion, this would be brilliant marketing because they haven't done a lot with the Remax. You know, talk to me. I'm a Remax business card marketing. How much is your home worth in today's market? Ask me. I'm a Remax agent.
It works, huh?
Yeah. And they're happy if you market it to the Remax agents. It's not like you're trying to sell it to the general public. You're getting their name out. Would they complain? Maybe, but I see a lot of people using Remax. And when I click on them, I'm not seeing any that say remove for copyright infringement. I'm not seeing those.
They just don't care because that's really promotional in a good way.
Well, it's like, look, they're not selling shirts. It's not like they own the Ohio State Buckeyes. And they're upset with competition. They don't sell T-shirts; they sell houses.
That's true, and you're not defaming them in any way or damaging their name. Yeah.
Come up with a funny T-shirt idea, and you can see those on here. There's a lot of these out there. Just go into Cafe Press or Zazzle, and you'll see exactly a lot of what they're doing is just straight business card marketing. Keep calm and love your real estate agent. Keep calm and focus on my real estate agents. Keep calm and party with a real estate agent. That one's not going to do well. They need to have something that's funny but yet professional. Relax. I'm a realtor. That's great. I'm the real estate agent, you are not, deal with it. That's funny. There's a pile here. You can do these for all kinds of industries that are very, very specific. You can target Remax realtors in Facebook ads. You can build a custom audience and target only those that work with Remax. You can be very specific. Herbalife. Pro Tandem. Think of all of the network marketing things that you can throw T-shirts out for, and you'll sell a lot of them.
Yeah.
One of the popular things just a little while ago was I can't keep calm. I work at Taco Bell. I can't keep calm. I work at this place. There was a lot of T-shirts that were based because you can target employers. Mm-hmm. So if you did something for Taco Bell, if that's where you work, you can target Taco Bell.
Or you could still do it even if you didn't work there, right?
Yeah, but these were guys that actually worked there. See?
Gotcha.
Work at Taco Bell, you need this shirt. Nah, you only sold one. But anyway, there was a lot that were very popular that were targeting the larger companies. I don't know if I didn't see any of these get taken down because it mentioned Taco Bell or whatever, even on the shirt.
Have you had a shirt get taken down ever in your experience, Randy and Ken? Like, where they said, hey, listen.
Yeah, we did. Actually, Randy got we were marketing a Actually, we had one copyright infringement on a shirt we were doing together, which was "You Can't Fix Stupid." When we first released that, that was on Teespring, and they took that one down on us. And then Randy had another. He actually had a cease and desist on one. That's why he doesn't work the Buckeyes too much anymore. What shirt was that one on?
That was all of them I was doing.
What did
The
you do
Buckeye
wrong?
tail. The Buckeye. They claimed the word Buckeye is a copyright, and
Isn't that a flower?
No, it's a tree.
It's a tree,
Part of it.
but it's a long deal. So I just don't do it anymore. So that because
No, you just don't do the Buckeye shirts anymore.
yeah, I don't do anything that says Buckeye on it. Now we'll do stuff that doesn't say Buckeye on it, but
That's still a Buckeye shirt, though, right?
yeah. As a matter of fact, when you were going through that stuff earlier, I come up with an idea, so I'm going to try to apply it to Columbus, the Buckeyes. So, but I met with my attorney and we talked about it, and we'll just stay away from it. There's no need. They got me flagged, and not only did I got a cease and desist my first time, but then I got another letter from their attorney on a second one that they claimed. I followed exactly what they did, what they sent in the letter to me. So I just stay away from it. There's too many things out there.
Yeah.
Why mess with it?
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see the one on my screen.
Yeah.
6 things you don't want to mess with: my faith, my family, my flag, my country, my liberty, my Buckeyes. Then you can actually do something, and Randy is famous for this. Man, the guy knows how to get around the copyright deals. I tell you, he's as sneaky as can be. Randy would come up with a shirt that was more something like this, that people may recognize the stripes or the colors, but still no reference to the team itself.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So there's a million people I see marketing Buckeyes all over Teespring and all these different T-shirt sites. Why did you get singled out? Was it because it was disparaging in the sense where it was a toilet and they?
Oh, he wasn't
Oh,
singled out. They took down thousands of shirts.
Yeah, they've got a department, and that's all they do is they look for that stuff. And as a matter of fact, I just got another cease and desist last week and I didn't even realize it. I think I told you, Ken, about the Broncos shirt I did where I put the Harley Davidson emblem, but it doesn't. It has nothing to do with Harley Davidson. But I took that emblem of theirs
Yes.
and put something else in it related to the Broncos.
Yeah.
And they sent me a cease and desist. So we just shut it down. I mean, not that I sold any of them anyhow, but we just shut it down. I just
Yeah, but you know what? Those things that are borderline, if they send you a cease and desist, yeah, just stop.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
I
yeah.
did. I just shut it
Yeah.
down.
So Randy, you know this better than most people here, and Kenny, obviously you do too. You don't want to mention the school name and the mascot together in the same shirt. You want to either do either or, right? No, you're not a lawyer, but I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I mean, what I was told by my attorney is if you use the school name or the mascot and the school colors, it falls under their copyright. So in other words, if I did the Sooners and used Sooners and I put it on in their colors, it is subject to copyright. Now that's what my attorney told me.
Okay.
So
And that's why, you see, when I'm making my t-shirts, when I'm using something like Sooners football, I'm making sure that I'm not using their colors, because in fact they could give you a cease and desist anyway, but you would be on stronger grounds if you're not using their exact color match. I always try and make it a little bit darker, because they can make an argument that if you're using Sooners football in their colors, that you may create confusion in the marketplace. So
right.
people may be confused in between this being an authentic licensed product or a non-licensed product.
Good
You may
point.
be creating confusion.
Okay, now you said though it's either the mascot or just the state name with the color and saying football.
Well, they can make arguments for anything. If you're
Yeah.
saying what he was saying wasn't the state, he was saying he used Buckeye.
No, I know, but you said either the school, I meant to say state, or I meant to say school. Is either school with the colors, or with mascot with the colors, right? Those are the two conditions.
Well, if you use something like Oklahoma Sooners, that's going to be a trademark name.
So,
If you just use Sooners, there's no trademark on that one. But if they said, okay, look, if you took out football, so it just said, awesome women love the Sooners, you would be on much stronger ground. They probably wouldn't bother you. But if you say Sooners football and it's in their color, they're going to say, hey, that's 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3.
okay.
If you said Sooners in their color, well, you do mention football up here. You know, pretty much anything. Well, look at Teespring. Man, anything that mentions Buckeye, even if they totally meant it as a tree. Teespring is so freaked out, they've gotten so many cease and desists that they're now just taking down everything. That's why you take a look on Teespring and see if you can find something that's new that says Buckeye. Do a search for Buckeye and see what you find. You're going to find that these are all old and that these things, as simple as some of these, you would take a look and say, Buckeye Nation football. Okay, Buckeye Nation. Look at the trademark infringement on this one. Ohio State, their logo.
Yeah.
Of course
Wow.
I'm awesome. I'm a Buckeye. Okay, that's a one-sided shirt. I'm a Buckeye. There's no trademark on that. Is that one going to be taken down when I click on it, or is it going to be up?
Down.
What's your guess?
Down.
Let's click on it and let's take a look. This one is fine. It could be an old one. Maybe they didn't catch it. But you'll find that a lot of those that just say the name. Now, these guys were careful to make sure it wasn't in the other colors, but of course, some will. I've seen some remember the maps. I may not live, the ones with a map that says, I may live in Arizona, but
There's one at the top of that page right there.
oh, I may live in Alaska, but I'm always in Buckeye country. I saw one that just had the Ohio map. Or no, sorry, it was a Florida map. And it just had Ohio State inside the Florida map. And all it said was Ohio State. And they took it down for copyright infringement.
Because it's a school name.
No, it's the name of a state, Ohio.
Okay, I know what you mean, but like you said, they can do whatever they want, right? They just, yeah.
But how could you determine what a Florida map and something that says Ohio State? How is that making reference to football
I know,
or school?
but yet she still got one, right?
It still got taken down.
Yeah, okay. So
You know,
can't,
that's like saying Florida is a great state.
right,
Oh, you might mean Florida, the Gators. We better
right.
take your shirt down.
I see. So knowing the reasons why you get taken down and get a cease and desist, Randy, will you then shy away from all forms? Like, for instance, if you want to do the Patriots, right? You know the Patriots is sort of like blue, and I mean, what is it, like red and white or silver, blue and silver? I'm not sure, but you'd would you use the colors, but you would change the color slightly, like Ken is saying, or would you instead of using all three colors, you would just use one of the three colors and then slightly change it? Do you have a formula for that, just to protect yourself?
I just use. I mean, if you use just a mascot name, our philosophy is we deal with high schools all over the country, and there's teams out there called the Patriots, and their colors are red, white, and blue. So that's our dispute. That was our dispute with Ohio State as well, that there's schools out there that are Buckeyes and they're scarlet and gray that we work with, and so you're telling me that school can't sell their own apparel and that kind of thing. So
Oh wow.
we don't really worry too much about that. As if as long as we don't use their emblems, their anything that references New England Patriots, if I just say I'm the Patriots. Well, in Ohio alone, I don't know how many teams are the Patriots, and they're the red, white, and blue. I mean, every school in the country that's a Patriots is a red, white, and blue school. So,
True.
it's just,
Or
that's
let's say you were marketing the Boise Broncos, and the Denver Broncos come to you and say, "Oh, you can't market that shirt." Well, this is being sold to Boise Broncos. Like, what's the connection? Well, you're blue and orange. Yeah, they're blue and orange. Oh, no, hang on. We made this for the Little League community football team that's called the Birmingham Broncos, and they're in between the ages of 6 and 8, and we had some parents request a shirt, so we put it out there, and, we're hoping to sell some shirts to these families so that they can promote some team spirit. Why do you think, for some reason, that we're targeting Denver Bronco fans? See, if they can't make a connection to it, they're on pretty weak grounds, in my opinion.
Got it. Okay. Good stuff.
So
Yeah,
Randy does like I do. You keep doing things, like don't steal a logo and throw it on there. I mean, that's different.
right.
But like Randy said, if it's not trademark, and if it's not their trademark name, like the Ohio State Buckeyes football team,
Right.
you pretty much do it. And if they send you a cease and desist, then honor it and say, hey, I apologize. I thought I was acting diligently and doing things right. I appreciate your position and the expense you've put into your buying and marketing that team, and it's my wish to respect your position. I will cease immediately, and I'm really sorry for any inconvenience that this has caused.
You're good at really faking that sincerity, Ken. I would say fake.
And then just move on. There's more teams.
You're
Crap.
right. You're right.
Yeah, you can't worry about it. But then, that's our premise. I did a school today that they're the Dolphins, and they're in the Dolphins colors, Miami Dolphins colors.
Well, what other colors will they be in?
Yeah. So so we did a school today, and that's their colors. So that's our. I mean, we deal with high schools all over, and we know what their colors are. We know what their mascots are. We say, here, this was my dispute with Ohio State, which to this day they've never responded back to our letters. That, okay, here's the deal. This is what we're doing. How does that fall under your copyright? So.
Yeah, they didn't respond, right?
Nah. So my attorney, and he just said, don't worry about it. Just don't do anything with the Buckeyes. And, if we're doing stuff with schools, we continue to do that, but we're just not marketing it on Facebook like we're doing all this other stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, you have to understand that these schools aren't making that much money. They pay their students a lot of money to play football. You know what I mean? So there's not a lot of money in the NCAA.
Oh, the schools are making millions.
No, they're really hurting. The players are demanding millions now. It's crazy.
Ohio State, man, those guys have got to be raking it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
$1 billion in apparel.
What?
With a B, $1 billion.
With all the teams together, right?
No, Ohio State.
Ohio
State clothing apparel.
No way. Anyways,
$1 billion. That's
billion?
what they make. $1 billion.
Their sports budget 4 years ago was $105 million just for a sports budget.
Jeez, no wonder these players are like saying, yo, give me some of that cash, huh?
Well, it's a much bigger market than the NFL. It just totally destroys the NFL in market value.
Really?
Well, you got 346 teams compared to 30 in the NFL?
Yeah.
The real passion is not in the pro sports. The college is a much more passionate market.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah.
Well, Ken,
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you guys. I gotta get to bed, man.
Yeah, I got to get running.
Hey, thanks for everybody. Appreciate the information.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Okay,
See you guys.
take care, everyone.
You guys too. Thank
Okay.
you. See you.